finally watching episode 4 of My Hero Academia, and yeah, I'm really excited to see how the story continues. So that being said, let's watch episode 4.
Those metas are meeting up in the industrial zone lately.
Could be the ones who showed at the protest last night.
Oh, shut. What do you call those episodes where they kind of go back to just explain how things actually started? Like, I think this episode is sort of trying to be like that, but maybe it's not like that. We'll see later on. But right now, they're sort of trying to explain, how things were like before, because eventually started accepting each other, either we have abilities or not.
It was a power the child stole from his mother. The boy had been arrogant from birth, greedy. He believed that everything in the world belonged to him.
How did he know how to be like that?
Ignored his cries or refused to pay attention to him, he judged them harshly.
We have this saying of like, nobody is born evil, but this guy was born evil, like, obviously born evil.
To him, and the older brother would never give up one of his possessions.
He is some kind of heart at least, still of abandon his little brother. Is like, I'm gonna beat you up, but I'm not gonna leave you alone.
Concerns, fighting is expected to continue. What book are you reading? I want to be someday. Do you want to read one of them too?
Nah, he doesn't want to.
The younger child couldn't give up on his sibling.
Actually,
perhaps because he recalled a comforting
they were
hand in
reading
his
them.
past, and he wanted to believe. He locked eyes with the young man who had stolen his brother. But his eyes had no luster, no shine, as though painted with a matte finish.
So is he the one who killed his own brother?
Not reflected within them.
I'm actually more confused right now. I think I should have went back and sit down and rewatched the story. I thought I understood, but right now, not so much.
The power upon him against his will, ignoring his protests. And yet, he still exists.
If you thought about what people wanted or needed, then the taking and the giving.
So yeah, this episode is exactly what I thought it was, and it's more welcome after the first 3 episodes have been more about fighting and all that. So yeah, it's more welcome because we obviously all over the season we've had these glimpse of the past of how things were, and you could easily form like 1 and 2 things, but you get to see it in sort of kind of being fleshed out here before the actual series ends is very much welcomed, and I'm really happy about it.
Behave as you're told. All I
Get to
want
see
is
how
you, nothing more.
Alpha Obi came to be.
I hunt and give chase. Yet
Semblance, but I'm sure I sensed a will like kudos in him just now. That bastard!
I don't know if what he's saying is true or not, or I don't think so, but at the same time, when you take the look of how they all look like, it's like, yeah, they are very much similar.
All Might, who's too close. Or to Tomura. I can't afford to be reckless. I can't let my... All for one goal! Each power I have utilized for a single purpose! Victory!
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Wow, that's scary.
defeating us in one fell swoop.
Scary.
It'll turn.
I don't have any words for it, but it's...
I'm an idiot.
Well, so what I'm gonna do now? I have to do something else, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but do it. Do something.
My explosion quirk. I've been able to achieve everything I've ever wanted.
Wow, it's huge and yet it's fast. Please.
What was that? I know
Yeah.
I didn't see him fire off any attacks.
Yeah, what did he do?
Of it as a explosion.
Earlier.
Oh, that was smart of him.
Didn't you know? I'm a master of thinking on my feet!
Easy, this time you're very smart. I won't say that all the time, but yeah, very smart.
Age in reverse. You understand?
The explosion interrupted my assault, but I can begin again.
I mean,
You know.
every time a villain goes big, it's almost nearly their demise, and this time I feel like, yeah, he's about to die. That's crazy. Very crazy. Oh yeah, it took a lot of damage.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, you're clearly being burned alive.
Why are these bigger explosions causing me so many problems?
Is this his demise? Please tell me this is his demise.
This is my story, understand?
No, it's not.
No, it isn't. Get it right! This story isn't yours!
It was never yours. I mean, yeah, you did survive for a long time, you know. So yeah, eventually each and every story comes to an end, and this is unfortunately your end.
Through damage and frustration.
Oh, look at the parents, they're so happy.
This time you're truly finished. All for one.
I hope so. I really hope that he's truly finished. I don't want another surprise of him, just popping out of the ground, coming back to life. No,
Then I can transfer my quirk to Tomura.
he's still alive.
It'll strengthen the me inside him.
I thought he was dead, but I think he's still alive. I don't think he can still fight, but he's still alive.
And his utterly vile mind. From what I've observed of Tomura, I want everyone looking at me. Always.
Ah, no, just a baby.
You're still crawling around, huh?
So you're gonna kill baby? Because I don't think you have to take any chances of leaving that baby alive.
Stay on my feet.
What do you guys think? Would you kill a baby? Because if I know this baby was the one who didn't, I'll finish it off.
He's a damn baby. Good enough. I can ignore him.
No.
If you wanna prove that you're strong, you just have to stand. I can't go down until I'm positive. I won!
See, this is why you need to kill that baby. It's ending like that. Bye bye, all for one.
Maybe a stolen quirk.
You can sit down and take a rest now. You did it. Now it's Deku's time.
I wanted to stay on my feet. Like All Might did.
I hope that getting this on, everyone is seeing this. Like, I'm hoping so. It seems like that's the case, Anyway, that's the end of the episode. But yeah, it seems like that was the case, that everyone was watching this because I do remember the reaction from the mother, like being happy that the son actually defeated All for One. So I'm guessing that everyone was watching, which is what I wish, because what he went through to get to this moment to defeat All for One is it's really something. Like, I wasn't expecting him to be the one to defeat Off One, but when you really think about it, from the let's say third or fourth season, the development of his character you could see that he was always going to be a vital part of the final battle, you know. But yeah, I think they really did an amazing job of splitting the villains, or like, you know, of one being like just a villain with no sense. Like he is a villain for the sake of being a villain. He wants people to worship him, like what you saw in this episode where we kind of got into the past. You know, their history, how they became to be, you know, the older brother and the younger brother. So yeah, I think they did a great job of getting him as one of the villains. Then having yeah, and why am I forgetting the even said his name in the end? But the one who's fighting Draco, him to also be a villain, but him is a villain of more of being forced into a situation like we do see his backstory in the is it fourth season? Yeah, I think it's fourth season where we saw him being or hoping that you know he had friends to play with and all that. You know, he was I think he was the one who was chained up and all that. Yeah, I'm trying to draw in a lot of things because it's been a while since I watched those seasons. But yeah, I think him with like this, it's not just about defeating him, you know, killing him as such, you know, especially knowing Deku is, you know, if there's a slightly any chance that you could save him instead of killing him, he's gonna take it. And I feel like that's why he was made out to be a sort of villain where we kind of see him doing bad things, but at the same time we see him sort of flip flopping, like he wants to come back to, you know, he wants to get out of that corrupted mind he is in right now, but he's still struggling to get out of that mind. So yeah, it's like Deku said, he knows that there's somebody else that is trying to reach out for his heart to get him to stop doing this, you know, without killing him, without causing any harm towards him. So yeah, we have that kind of villain for Deku because of his character. I think that kind of villain suits him more. Whereas, all for one, yeah, he needs somebody like Bakugo just wants to go out and just kill his opponents, you know. He doesn't have that much of a heart of like uh soft talking to somebody, you know, to make them stop what they're doing in a polite, nice way. He's not that kind of guy. So yeah, I think they really balance it out. So now I think because of seeing all for one die, it's time to see Jake also defeat, you know, his villain. I don't know how if it's either it's going to kill him, which I highly doubt it, or it's going to do something to save him, you know. So yeah, we'll see how that ends. So yeah, guys, anyway, if you like my reaction for episode 4, make sure that you do leave a like, subscribe. Okay, yeah, and also, you know, the last episode I actually did record it, but there were some issues and there was a lot of problems with it. That's why, you know, you'll see episode 1 and 2, then there's no episode 3, just straight to episode 4. So yeah, anyway, like my reaction, make sure that you do leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think about this episode. That being said, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.